All right, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining this fun episode of Coloring Wolverine versus Raphael. Okay, so this is going to be recorded for YouTube. So let me just go ahead and hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this episode, I'm going to be coloring this wonderful Wolverine versus Raphael poster. I drew it in Procreate, transferred it over to Photoshop, and I already have everything set up to begin rendering. So I have my flats layer, I have my renders, and all of my line art on separate layers. So I can do color holds, which if you would like to do a color hold, which is just knocking the color out so the lines are no longer black, you can go to channels, select this little, and of course my cursor's not showing up, but select this little symbol here. Go back to your layers, invert the selection, and then fill it with, well, any color you want, honestly. So probably will want to maybe do a little darker than that. Kind of like that. So now he's got more of a reflection, like he's being reflected in the claws. And we'll worry about these little bits and pieces much later. For now, though, go ahead, work on making this background a little more. See, I really wanted to do blue, but it's not going to work with Wolverine. With Wolverine being in the classic yellow and blue. Could do red. Raphael's red, though. Maybe I'll just do this anyway. Do a quick color pick. And let's do a... see how the gradient looks. Actually, not bad. Might just keep that. You know what? Hmm. You know what? Excuse me. Yeah, okay. So, because I filled it with the... there we go. All right, so let's get... So, when you do your color flats, you do not have to actually use the color your final image will be. You can use whatever you want, but just for my own sanity, I like to kind of get the colors close to what they will be in the final piece. So, I've already got Wolverine's yellow and blues kind of where I want them to be, kind of like their base. So, let's get... actually, I don't want that. I want... let's go with that one. And as always, brush set the screen, opacity at like 50, flow at like 50-ish, whatever. And then I kind of want him to be I don't know if it makes any sense for him to be backlit, but I think he's gonna be. And I already see. Let's just quickly. That should be. Flesh, actually, but alright. Few little. Don't really like that. I think I'm gonna go for. The harsh. Instead of leaning in toward the soft to airbrush, I think I'm just going to go with harsh edges. Doesn't really make any sense, but rule of cool and all that. So for now, just quickly. Just for. I already know I'm going to go over the top of this with some orange set to screen. So or maybe I'll do blue. I don't know. Just to see how that might look. Yes. Well, maybe not with a textured brush. Maybe with this. Yeah, something like that. All right. So anyway. So now do this. Maybe make it a little more orangey. Back. Eh, not bad. And to make multiple selections, you can see on the keyboard screen, I'm holding in Shift to make sure I'm able to get those multiple selections. Well, that's supposed to be a space, not... So I did the color flats for this earlier this morning, which I recorded as a little micro vlog for my YouTube channel. And I probably should have taken a little more time doing it, but I was just trying to get it done because I'm on a deadline. This needs to be done like 2 days ago or so. So, trying to power through this. So that's supposed to be this, and that's supposed to be that. Maybe I will give a little fun highlight there, maybe here. Oops. Go back to the screen. Wrong layer. I'm dumb. Now, this is going to be a poster for an upcoming show. So I like to use brighter colors. I don't want to get it too dark. I want them to be bright so they stand out, like appeal to families, if that makes sense. And brighter colors typically, I mean, look at cartoons. They're all like primary colors, so I want to stick with that. To kind of keep giving that feel of family friendly. Come spend your money here. I could get crazy in doing those shadows of the hands and all that stuff. Oh, I see somewhere else I messed up. Well, maybe I'll do. I don't know. We'll see. So anyway, go back. This is supposed to be blue. I don't think that's supposed to be there. Now, do I want to do... And I don't know how this will work. So a part of me wants to do like shadow of the claws going over here, but I think that might be a little too much. So believe I will just leave him as is. With the white lines, I might wind up doing just because. Let's see what that. Well, I don't know if that'll work. Because if you do. Then it gets a little too busy. Especially if I'm not doing a color hold on the claws. But it does. Kind of separate from the background, doesn't it? Hmm. Hmm. Interesting. Maybe I will stick with that. Let's see. All right. Decided to update social media because why not? But it won't get seen by anyone. It's going to get completely buried because it's a link, external link. Can't have those. Heaven forbid. Oh, maybe I will keep it that way. Huh. Do I want to do... Hmm. Hmm. Let's see what that would look like. I think I might have made things difficult for myself by not completely cleaning up the line art. Uh, Story of my life. Yeah, that's gonna look weird. Hmm. Oops. Not sure if I like that idea or not. Uh, hmm. Yes. Yeah, I'll worry about that later. Shit, being distracted. Anyway, okay, so got most of Wolverine's costume done. I think we'll commit. We'll go ahead and merge that. All right, onto the blue, or onto his mask, blue. Go ahead and grab that. Get our texture brush back. Set the screen. God. Oh, I didn't. Right? Didn't get that. Of course not. I am having a rough go at this. Okay. Now, dum dum. There we go. Go back here. Go here, color in that a little bit. All of that, I don't really like what I did. Hmm. Maybe I will just do the old tried and true. Never heard that version of rock and roll all night before. No idea where that came from. Guess it just does work better if I do the whole thing. Huh. Alright, so just a few more highlights here on that side, even though it's technically in shadow, but real cool and all that. Remember. Alright, so all this mask done, so we'll Control E to flatten that and commit. Now let's move on to other blue bits. So Go ahead. I know we're going to do this. Do a little. Probably. Let's see. Let's add a little. So I don't know if technically this is the called the cut and grad method, which is just creating cuts with the lasso, and grad for gradients, because I'm using a soft airbrush type thing to create gradient, like a soft gradient. But that's what I'm going with. Cut and grad method. So it's not painterly. I don't know how to do that. And it's not full on '80s style flat coloring. I don't, I don't know. Let's see. Actually, do a little bit. So originally I was going to stick to like the original version kind of color palette, which, if anyone watching this does not know, this is an homage to the Incredible Hulk issue 340 cover by Todd McFarlane. This is not an original idea. Like, except for obviously it wasn't Raphael at the time, it was Incredible Hulk being reflected back, but you know. I think it came out in like 87, 86, something like that. Let's give a little taste of a highlight there. And then kind of come in here, do the same thing here. Not sure what happened right here, but we'll deal with it. We will deal with it. Go with the blue. Is that what it is? Yeah. Wait, what? Oh, I know what it is. Yeah. Okay. I think we'll call the hand. Again, I could be doing more, but there's going to be a lot of text. It's a poster for a show, so there's going to be a lot of text everywhere. So, and while it will be blown up to like 16 by 20, the majority of it's going to be tiny little like 4 by 6 flyers. So, don't need too much detail. It's kind of like just finding that balance. Here, I might want to use this. Oh, well, nope. I think it's better off if I just draw it. Glad, no, just for giggles. Do a little cutout. Make it look somewhat metallic and reflective. Little. So we'll come over here, we'll do the same thing real quick. Let's kind of go. One button. Put that there. Let's quickly kind of do that. And maybe. Cool. I think that's all of the. Now I could do color holds on his shoulder pauldrons. I guess they're called. I don't even know. So. So. I think that might be, again, simplicity. I'm trying not to overdo it. Make it. A lot of coloring I see nowadays, it's just over rendered and it takes away from the line art. And I'm trying not to do that, even though this is my own artwork. So, so, all right. So we committed. We committed. I flattened it. So now we've moved on to the skin tone. Now this is going to be a little bit different because I'm going to choose that. Let's get, yeah. Just quickly kind of, actually, you know what? No. I want to use this. I think I want to use, let's see. A little bit of texture in there. Not much, just a little bit. So, the majority of his face, let's see. How can I do this? Yeah, that'll be all right. Okay. So, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and this are going to be the shadows. And what I'm going to do, god dang it, I hate when that happens. We'll just do it that way. Just get rid of that, get rid of that. We don't want that, or that. Okay, so yeah, see, that's too much. I knew that. I could have made him furry, like no beard stubble. But again, I was trying to get this done like 2 days ago, and just did not have the time to sit there and thousands of little facial hair ticks. So, so we're going with smooth skin, freshly shaven Logan. Okay. Again, it doesn't make any sense for there to be highlight over here, but it even I didn't even get it. All right, so quickly go back in. A little bit of a highlight, not much, subtle. Well, make it a little stronger. Okay, so skin done, costume done. We're hitting Control E to merge, so we're now committed with those changes. And now we'll just go ahead. So when I do color flatting for anything that's supposed to be white, I don't actually use white because it just looks weird. And it makes it, oops, it just looks odd, looks off. So let's make it a little more. But in the final rendered version, and in the rendered version, I do not typically use white because then it just kind of looks like a hole in the coloring. You just see the paper through it. So I always try to give just a little hint, like a little bit of a color shift. So anything that's white, kind of toward the gray, like this is, you can't see the cursor, but it's got a yellow tint to it. You see it this way? Nope, can't see that either. Awesome. Well, let's go ahead. I'm gonna go in there like that. And let's use that. Hmm. Teeth. Teeth, I don't want to do them white, but I mean, it's Wolverine. Technically, they should be covered in adamantium, but that's not a thing. Oops. And I keep forgetting. So if you hold in when you have your lasso tool, you hold in Shift to add to a selection. You hold in Alt to take away from a selection. To subtract from it. You see the little, well, you can't see it because the cursor's not showing up, but a little minus sign shows up next to the cursor. And I am putting my shadows on the shadow layer, conveniently named, and it's a layer set to multiply with the opacity set to, I think I have it at 50%. Yeah, 50%. So if I don't like the shadows, I can go back and change, get rid of, delete. But because it's on the layer, sometimes it bleeds over. Alright, so Wolverine, teeth are looking alright. Somewhere around in there is where the I almost forgot I was recording and started singing. We don't want that. Maybe I would make a better clip though on YouTube. Alright. See, it's got a little bit of shadow to them. Now let's give uh, I don't know if they, I don't know if that's gonna be, that might be too subtle to even show up when it prints. I don't even know if you can see that on OBS. Hmm. That might just be one of those, leave it as it is. Alright, so let's see. That's the teeth. We'll go ahead and merge that down to commit. Hmm. Alright. Like again, I could do more with the shading here, but I don't really want to. Maybe clean it up a little bit, but and I could have added spit and drool and stuff coming. I just again, family friendly, so I did not want to do that. So I was probably save that just in case. All right, so we're gonna say tongue is done. I don't remember. I think subtlety right there is just more important than just little hints. Okay, so we're gonna say those are done too. That leaves these little guys, which I little the middle one's a different color, so I can do the ones on the side without worrying about a spray carrying over. If you're wondering why that's not getting hit. I think I might actually upload this entire VOD to YouTube and not even worry about editing. Just let it ride, see what happens. Like a 4-hour YouTube video on my channel. Be a first. Just to see if it gets any views. You never know till you try. So let's see. Let's take a little bit of. I have to edit some stuff out. It's a lot of dead air. But let's see. Let's do a little bit of. And this is why I don't like to use white, because when you get to these reflective bright surfaces, if you've already used white everywhere, you have nowhere else to go. So, go white with like a little opacity. And then I want to come over here. Actually, you know what? Let's make. Crap. What happens if that bring cohesion? Not really. I'll do that. It kind of does. Alright, so we'll go with that. And because... Actually, no. Let's go ahead and Should probably do a little something here. So let's do just a little something there. And then we'll come back in, make some little squiggly lines for reflective metal. Again, I almost started singing. I forget that you're not listening to what I'm listening to. Is it still? Yeah. Hopefully Spotify is still playing. Because I have no idea. Because you guys are listening to non-copyright protected music, while I am listening to Kiss, which would get me in a lot of trouble on Twitch and YouTube. So I apologize, but I am not listening to the Twitch greatest hits playlist. Okay, we're gonna call those metallic bands done. So that leaves the arm, shoulder pauldrons, chest, stripy thingy, these thingies, glove, done, 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 done. Mouth. Okay. So that just leaves Raphael in the reflection. Not too bad. Alright, so Wolfie's looking pretty good. I could do a little, if I really want to. I can do lens flares on these to make them shine a little bit. I don't know if I will though. Might be a bit much. Kind of like, I don't know if I like those claws being outlined like that. I kind of like them just being black. Kind of do. Keep the, because if anything, I would also need to. So if I keep those black, and then that means I can... Oops, already messed that up. Right, because that's not part of it, is it? Yep. Okay. So if I do these... Alright, so that's all of that, right? So... Do I can make them a little brighter. Can make them a little more blue. Yeah, I just don't know if I want to do. I think making the claws color holds just takes too much. Just blends everything in together too much. But again, maybe I will change my mind. Who knows? We'll see. Huh? But now I really have no idea what to do with Raphael here. Hmm. Do I? Again, do I go this way? Or just make it more subtle? Now for him, hmm. Do I? Hmm. Hmm. Let's see how this looks. Hmm. Hmm. Oops, shit. Dang it. How long has this been going on? A little over an hour. All right. Let's see. Is okay. So yeah, Spotify still playing. Very good. Good to know. And hopefully, if I have everything set up correctly, Spotify will not be a part of the VOD anyway. Fingers crossed that the audio is just me and that the footage is split into two separate pieces. I hope so. Otherwise, my plans for a YouTube video are ruined. Anyway, let's see. Let's go back here to. I well, I want to do the boring. I'm also going to do like a shine. Hello. How's it going today? So I'm probably going to do a shine or a sheen going across the claws to help sell the uh, reflection effect. It'll be something like maybe do something like this. And maybe like something like that. I don't know for certain if I will, like, what direction to take it. Thank you. Yeah, it's a fun process trying to make your own book. And in between making your own book, taking on freelance jobs. I'm doing good today. Just trying to race and finish this poster that was supposed to be done 2 days ago. Well, messed that up. So maybe a well, not well. Hopefully, you get started on your comic. How have you started thinking about your story and characters and things like that, or are you still like the super early stages? All right. So let's get rid of that for now. Fine. All right, so we got ref, we got highlights. Let's just stick with that right there. I think he's going to look fine as is, so let's merge that, commit. Now let's get his hand. Uh, um, what? Okay, so you're pretty good ways into the development then. Have you got like the plot for the story? Ah, yeah, layout is ridiculously difficult to figure out. I always want to do the most boring static shots in the world. Like that's not what you need. I have to work at it so hard. All right, let's see. Uh there we go. Now let's a little bit of now we can do a little bit of let's add a little. This makes no sense having a side highlight here, but you know what? We're gonna go with it. Oh, Savage Dragon is a great choice. Eric Larson is absolutely fantastic artist to study from. His understanding of the entire creation process is amazing. Actually, you know what? Let's not do this. Oh, wait. No, not that. Hmm. I guess that does work. Thank you. I'm trying. I never know how it's going until it finally finishes up. And then it'd be like, oh yeah, okay. It did turn out pretty well. But thank you. Yeah, it is a commission. It's for something I can't say what it's for yet, but it is a commission, which is why it was supposed to be done 2 days ago. I'm just really far behind thanks to work, but that's all right because now I'm almost there. So we've got just a little. Actually, wow, I got a lot less to do than I really realized. All right, so we're going to commit to his hand and merge that. And now we will work on psi. And the trick here is not making it the same color as Wolverine's little middle bits, because then they will merge together when viewing it. All right, so let's go with what if it's more. Hey, thank you. I tried. I spent a little more time on it than I probably should have, but I wanted it to make it sure it looked like it could be a legit poster or cover. So this is about 15, 16 hours of work so far. And hopefully only about another 30 minutes so I can get it to the person who commissioned it. They've been waiting long enough. Oh, wait, no. Let's do. I think that kind of works. Uh, so a lot of what I do is just trial and error and hope for the best. Is actually knowing what you're doing doesn't make too much sense for me. Let's see. Actually, hmm. All right. I think I'll just stick with that. And then let's do get that. Let's come back up here. Let's add a few little shadows to the side. Make it look a little better here. A little bit of depth to the chrome. Think I'm going to call that done too. Okay. Chest piece. I legit have no idea how to do this. First, I'll get a texture brush. Maybe get a little bit of yellow. Just blow him up a little bit. And let's come in with all right. So we'll add a little more shadowy bits to his chest here. Oop, wrong one. Wrong layer. There we go. All right. You know what? Again, calling that one done. Oh, no, go back. Commit, merge. Now, let's get his belt. Well, that doesn't look right at all. Hmm. What to do? What to do? What to do here? Hmm. Maybe just a little something like that. And then come in and darken that up a little bit. I don't think its belt's supposed to be red, but you know what? Creative liberty. Oops, no, we don't want that. Just want that. So highlights. Now. More little highlights on the wraps. Again, not too crazy because it's a reflection. Now, let's give a little. Kind of along the wrinkles and the folds. Do more little highlights here. But we're not going to color them in all the way. Just a little touch. And you know what? I think I'm going to go back, use a little bit of this yellow. Oh wait, no, I used blue. Let's use the blue. Little blue highlights. And then we'll add shadows. All right, just a little. A few little shadows on the mask to give him a little bit more depth. Oh, actually, it does look pretty good on OBS. Holy crap. Hmm. All right, so let's finish wavy bits off here. And maybe a little generic highlight on the generic little highlight. Nothing crazy. I don't know what to do with the background. All right, mask is for committing. All right. Eyeballs and teeth. Again, I don't like using white. I like to have just a little hint. Not yellow, but just enough to be just to not look like it's a hole in the paper. All right, so I'm not really going to do any highlights. I'm just going to do some shadows. Oop, wrong layer. I don't like that at all. Back. Does that look? Uh, my favorite comic book artist is named Terry. Oh, excuse me, Terry Moore. He does Strangers in Paradise, Echo, Machine Girl, and Rachel Rising. He's probably my biggest influence. Him and Joe Quesada. Yeah, Terry Moore for his storytelling and his figure work and his expressions. He's a cartoonist at heart, so he really makes his characters come to life through expression in the drawing. Oh, gosh dang it. Wrong one. Wrong layer. There we go. Maybe a little more subtle is the way to go. I think so. There we go. All right. Add. Hmm. And whoops, didn't mean to do that. You know what? I think. Okay, so that's his eyes. That's his teeth. Probably could do a little shadow down here. Actually, no. Let's do just a subtle. Probably shouldn't have used a texture brush though. Let's get spray it a little bit. Nope, I think I look stupid. We'll just not do that. Okay, so that merge down, commit. What to do for the background? I don't know what to do for the background. Do I? Let's see. Ooh, you know what? No, because I'm in a hurry, I'm not going to do a background, like draw a background. I'm just going to keep it like simple colors to try to get this thing done quick as possible. And plus the original cover, it didn't have a background. It was just blue. It was just a blue basic background. I want to kind of stick with that original theme. I don't know, the purple. Hmm. 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 Yeah, that's stupid. That was dumb looking. All right. Okay, so everything. I was going to do red, but because Raphael's mask is red, I thought it would like blend together too much. It would make it too homogeneous, which is why I was going to do blue, but blue's already being used in the background. So I guess I'll just stick with what I got here. To make him purple. Well, that's green is really orange, purple. The red is really, really contrasty. Hmm. Hmm. As a poster, that might make people stop and go, "What is this for?" Hmm. You might have been onto something there with the red. And then maybe here. Oh, that's ugly. That was horrible. That was terrible. Yeah, I think you know what? I think we're going to call it done. I think I'm going to call it done. I think I'm going to say this is it. This is the official poster. I think we did it. I think we've made our final choices. We've done this. Maybe I will. Oops, wrong tool. Yeah, I think it. I think it's it. I think we did it. I think we did it. I think I'm going to just call it here and then make it do all of the graphics to make it a poster and be like, yes, I only missed my deadline by 2 days. You know, minor, minor thing. Wow. Well, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Now, the next part of this I can't do online because it's still a secret. But I will hopefully be back on Twitch maybe later tonight, working on my own actual artwork instead of things I can't show. And this will also be up on YouTube. So I'm going to make this my longest video yet. Alright, thank you very much. Thank you very much for tuning in and chatting. YouTube, thank you for watching. If you liked the video, make sure you click the little... Yeah. Thank you. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell notification. Thank you for watching. Bye. Alright. Yeah. Thank you very much for tuning in and chatting. Now, yeah, I gotta do the secret work now. Have a good night, and good luck on your book. Let me know how it goes.